So first of all, welcome everyone. I'm Tony Everidge, Deputy Director, AFICC, Air Force Installation Contracting Center, and I really want to personally thank you for your participation in this outreach event here today. This is really the first event, even though we did one earlier, this is the first event where we've actually teamed with the Department of Commerce's Minority Business Development Center. And I want to personally thank Mr. Jeff Malott, AFMC Small Business, and Mr. Greg Santiago, AFIMSC Small Business, for all of their work in helping put this together and for allowing me to participate. I also want to emphasize that I really appreciate the work that the Minority Business Development Center is doing to assist minority firms in growing and evolving to meet the market demands that we have today. I've just been sitting in a Air Force Contracting Board of Directors meeting, and I can tell you that the need for additional contractors, the need for additional capabilities and innovation is very real. Sat through an unclassified threat briefing where we were able to see some of our near peer competitors in China and Russia, the things they're bringing, how they're catching up to us in a lot of technology areas and overall services and things. And so we really need you to participate and become part of the Air Force and AFMC, AFIMSC, as we'll talk here a little bit, community in helping to fight these things. So I know today's event's intended to address minority firms, and we in the government refer to as small disadvantaged businesses who are not really established in the Air Force and AFMC marketplace. And I can tell you that from senior leaders all the way from the senior administration, OMB, all the way down through OSD, Air Force, AFMC, we are all committed to doing what we can to improve your participation, remove barriers, and some of the things that actually keep you from participating. So first, let me start address AFMC a little bit. AFMC has a really strong and diverse small disadvantaged business program. It covers all the goods and services, a lot of things in different areas, everything from the essential base operating services that we have, research and development at all levels, aircraft components and repairs to those, engineering and professional service. So a full gamut, everything. If you can think of an Air Force base and everything that goes into all the weapon systems that we have and running that base itself, all of those things are involved in that. Just to give you an idea of the magnitude, in government fiscal year 22 so far, AFMC has awarded $2.5 billion to small disadvantaged businesses, and we're expecting a record year. You know, we still have a little over a month to go before the fiscal year end. We're expecting that number to pop up close to a record of $3.3 billion in small disadvantaged business spend by fiscal year end. So that just gives you a magnitude of the opportunities that are out there for small disadvantaged businesses to participate in everything that we're doing. So again, that spend, we need you because that spend, it's been going up. I expect it to continue to go up. And we, again, need your innovation. We need your ideas. We need your services to help us meet our overall mission and, ultimately support the warfighter and the threat that's out there. Again, AFMC has the construct. That's the purpose of the event here today is to get you in. However, one of the most robust markets for small disadvantaged businesses is right here in the center that I'm located in, Air Force Installation Mission Support Center. This center executes mission support on behalf of the Air Force installations really all across the globe. And give you an example of what we're doing within AFIMSC. And AFIMSC and our AFICC, Air Force Installation Contracting Center, who does all the contract support for them, our FY22 goal for small disadvantaged businesses is 9.69% this year. We're a little bit under that, but we are pretty confident that by fiscal year end, we're going to meet that goal or probably actually exceed it a little bit because of a lot of the work and outreach that's gone into that. Looking overall at where we're at so far in small disadvantaged business obligations, we've actually awarded $245 million in FY22 dollars, and again, expect that number to climb because we still have a little bit over a month to go. And as you may be aware or may not, fiscal year end for a lot of what we do for installation mission support actually is a lot of spend in that last month. Just to give you an idea, I want to go through some of the major areas that we spend in and some of the dollars there. So engineering services, $77.3 million. Commercial and institutional buildings and construction, $39 million. Other family services, $23 million. Research and development, the physical R&D, engineering and life sciences, 15.8 million. Remediation services, 15.7 million. Water, sewer line, and the related construction around that, 15.2 million. And general warehousing and storage, 12.8 million. And then just admin management and general management consulting services, 10.3 million. So as you can see, again, a lot of dollars there, a lot of broad areas and opportunities, especially for small disadvantaged business to participate in. And again, that's why I'm so happy that you're here today, because we want to do everything we can to bring you in and make you part of that. I also want to highlight a few of our specific small disadvantaged business awards this year, just to give you an idea of some of the things we're doing. For the Air Force Civil Engineering Center, we awarded an energy support service contract, $20 million. Construction and repair of fuel facilities at Dyess Air Force Base for $13 million. A $15 million effort for wastewater treatment and plant repair at Wake Island. $9.7 million reconstruction of the main operating apron at Cannon Air Force Base, and a $9 million remedial investigation feasibility study at Joint Base Elmendorf. So overall, you can see already just in those awards that small disadvantaged businesses are contributing in a huge way to the AFICC and AFIMSC mission, even in some of the demanding and austere locations like Wake Island and up in Alaska. So also, as we start to wind down here and get you into the event today, I also want to just take a minute to talk about the overall objectives of, the executive order and the equity and federal procurement that the SecDef and SecAF memo kind of alludes to, and some of the areas there where we're really focusing at that's kind of interest to you. So first of all, this memo really highlights the DoD and the Air Force commitment and priority to increase small business utilization. And again, as I said earlier, that's twofold. We want to increase and help small disadvantaged businesses. We want to help your business grow. But as I said earlier, we also need you in the fight for us. There's a huge threat out there. There's a lot of services that we need. And so we need you to become part of the team and be able to be part of our government contracting community. So everything we can do there would really be helpful. Another thing that the SecAF and SecDef memo does, it emphasizes a review of all planned acquisitions to make sure that we carefully identify any small business and small disadvantaged business opportunities. So I can tell you, as far as, it's been pushed all the way down from senior leadership all the way down to my level here at AFICC to make sure that as acquisition strategies come through, that our teams have done the appropriate market research and everything they need to do to make sure we're reaching out and making sure that we're making you aware of the things and opportunities that are out there for you. So I think you can expect to see from us a lot of robust market research. When you see some of our announcements and requests for information out there, please participate and come back with any questions and concerns. We want to do everything we can to help you be able to participate. Also, another thing that the memo does is they really want to reduce barriers. I was able to hear, again, senior leadership speak yesterday, and I can tell you, again, they're really wanting us to bring up what are the barriers. So in this event, in any forum you can, this is a really good time for you to bring up all of the things or reasons that keep you from participating or bidding on government procurements. What are the barriers that keep you out of there? Is it some of the accounting systems, some of the payment processes and things that we have to go through? This is a really good time to bring those things forward, because you certainly have all the way up through the highest SecDef leadership. You've got their ear. They want to hear those things because, again, we want to make you part of the team. And also, senior leadership across the Air Force, across the Department of Defense, are now being held accountable to make sure that we do some of the things I just mentioned, the austere market research to make sure we're doing a good analysis and bringing in all the small disadvantaged businesses that we can, making sure that we're removing barriers that we may put in the way through the way we write requirements or the way we issue solicitations, and also taking into account some of the things that you're telling us and getting those at the right level for that emphasis also. Also, along those lines, the DoD has their equity and action plan. It's focusing specifically on procurement and contracting. Obviously, that's what we do here. And so we really want to close those gaps in small business participations by those underserved communities. We want to improve workforce equity and just make it through an ambitious, equitable procurement and contracting agenda that we're going to really start emphasizing more and more as we go through. So as I alluded to earlier, when I talked about the threat, this is really a win-win situation. I've been in this career field for a long time, actually a little over 35 years now, and I can tell you that I was thinking back earlier to a small disadvantaged business that I was able to bring on board to help run a hypersonic test cell here at Wright-Patterson years ago. I was able to watch that small business grow, and I was able to watch them be able to flourish, grow as a business, so that they got other subcontracts, they got other opportunities at other bases, and really grow and thrive as a business. But I will also tell you that they contributed immensely to the hypersonic testing that we were doing in the lab at that time. And so to me, when I say win-win situation, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a win for you because it's an opportunity for you to grow as a business. It's an opportunity for us on the Air Force side because we get you to be a mission partner. The capabilities you bring will help us take those capabilities into the warfighter in whatever service or whatever type of thing it is. So it's a great opportunity for you to help us with the overall threat and our near peer competitors in China and Russia and take that to the fight. So again, I know you've got a robust agenda today. I don't really want to take any more of your time, but thank you again for participating. We want to hear your voice. We want you to become part of the Air Force team as a contractor and be able to contribute to the services. And I know our small business team, you're going to hear a lot from our reps all across the center today and all across Wright-Pat. So please make sure you give them your full attention, ask questions, reach out to them separately. I know they'll be glad to talk to you and help you. I'll be glad to do that as well. But again, just thank you for your participation and have an enjoyable day. Thank you.